it's me Ari, and thank you so much for coming back to my channel. A couple days ago, I was able to attend LA Pride Festival and the Resist March to celebrate Pride Month. Honestly, it was so fun for me. It was my very first Pride event to ever go to. As a supporter of the LGBTQ+ community, I thought it would be important to go, and because I actually went with Glad and gave these cute little flags out, and I just want to talk about my experience and throw in a tutorial as well, because with being surrounded by positive, uplifting, and just nice people, they noticed my eye makeup, and this one girl turned around and asked me how I did it and I should do like a tutorial on it, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Because I did a little like rainbow flag winged eyeliner look. It ended up looking like a winged eyeliner because I do have monolids, but if you have lid space, then good for you. It'd be fun to just show you guys how I did it. Yay, Pride! Also, I want to do this thing where I will tell you and warn you in advance what you need, because don't you hate it when you watch a tutorial when you're trying to learn and the beauty gurus kind of just tell you on the way as they're putting on the, products. So I will tell you what you need, so it's right up here with you as you may be watching this while you're doing it with me. Because we are only focusing on the eyes today, I want you to hopefully have a concealer that you are going to use, also have translucent powder, and get eyeshadow palettes that have the rainbow colors within them somehow. So I will be using 3. If you have one palette that has all those colors, then good for you. Use that. I'm just extra and I decided to use 3 different palettes. Also mascara, by the way, and setting spray to set the eyeshadow. Hopefully this will be helpful, and let's do this. So what you want to do first, make sure your skin is clean and everything. So I'm getting my concealer and just putting it on my eyelid. You wrote 100 letters just for me. Get your translucent setting powder and just set your eyelids so that it doesn't move around. We are going to start from the outside towards in, because I just do that. I'm going to go and grab the red eyeshadow. Like honestly, any eyeshadow brush would do. Clean it up a bit. Go ahead and get your red color, whatever it is, and just dot it at the outer corner. Almost like, just go ahead because we're gonna clean it up anyway. It looks intense, I know. And bring it up a little bit if you like, depending on your eyelid space, because when I open my eyes, like, okay, from closing my eyes, you can see the eyeshadow. Opening, where did it go? Then next is the orange. So grab your orange and put it literally right next to the red. I literally just pat it on. Okay, next is the yellow. Where is that palette? Now is the green. Okay, so now we're hitting closer to the corner of my eyes, and I will use a more kind of unified brush. I just got this from like an Urban Decay palette. I'm just gonna, just so there's more precision. Just gonna put it in there. This is the perfect opportunity to be sloppy. Last but not least, it's the purple. Hit the corner of my eye, but also, also here. Like, I bring it down. It looks so bad right now, but trust me on this, guys. I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but this is where it gets better, guys. Take out your concealer again. With closing my eyes, I do like a winged kind of lining. I'm so bad at explaining, just watch what I'm doing. And then also from the corner of my eye over here, you want to go up almost like you're making a cut crease. That's what it is. Not gonna lie, I did use a different kind of concealer, so I do want to say that it is better to kind of use a liquid concealer. I hope you're using a liquid concealer. That's the part about makeup. It's experimental. You fail, you succeed. Yes, and I do use a ring light. So then you end up with a cool little almost wing liner if you open your eyes, and if you close your eyes, it's eyeshadow, rainbow flag, kind of cut crease. I don't know what I'm saying. It's your option to do eyelashes or not, because with monolids, I kind of want actual winged eyeliner look to show. You can use maybe like thin falsies. If you want to go thick, go ahead. I decided to just use mascara. By the way, I'm using brown eyeshadow, like a dark brown eyeshadow on the bottom of my lids. Last thing, you want to use a lipstick. You can use any color you want. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And before I forget, remember to pop in a little bit of the highlighter in the corner of your eye. I use purple because it is the color that's in the corner of my eye. LA Pride this weekend was the very first time I've been to a specific event that celebrated LGBTQ+ in a very festive way. Also, by the way, I am straight, but I do support the LGBTQ+ community. I was first aware about what being gay is when my cousin actually came out to me on my birthday. I remember this. It was on my 13th birthday, and she pulled me aside and had like a moment of just her being vulnerable and just coming out to me. And that's when I was kind of aware of what being LGBTQ+ meant. And especially living near Los Angeles, it's very normal at this point. So it's really cool to be in a festival where they do celebrate just being yourself. LA Pride is very interesting because my original plan was just to go on Sunday, which was the same day as the Resist March. Because instead of a parade this year, they decided to do this thing called a Resist March. You know, we're protesting Trump's actions into taking back progress, basically. Again, because I was walking with GLAAD, I was giving out stuff. But then what ended up happening was that my parents were curious and they just wanted to see what Pride was like. So I ended up going on Saturday. Funny thing was, even before entering the venue, we ran into Eugene and Keith from the Try Guys, and I was literally shaking because I do love them. So anyways, we enter the thing, right? Then I run into Elijah from Christine and Elijah, and then I was still quaking. And then the festival itself was very organized. It was like a proper festival where there were a bunch of booths. There were 3 different performance stages, and you know, giving away free stuff. You know, I'm all about the free stuff. Like, it was a fun time. I was able to see Aaron Carter come back and perform for Pride. That was a very interesting time because I'm like, oh wow, he's actually thriving. Then Sunday came. It is the Resist March. So the walk was basically from Hollywood Boulevard to West Hollywood Park, which is honestly quite a walk. Typically, I guess in Uber terms, it would be an $8 Uber drive. How LA do I sound? It was interesting and funny to see all the different protest signs. A lot of them were funny, like, we missed brunch because of this protest. The Babadook, you know, appeared as an LGBT icon everywhere. And here's the tea I know you guys want, because I know you guys are here just wanting to hear, how did this basically happen? Again, you gotta remember, I went to this LA Pride Festival and LA March, the Resist March, as a genuine protester and a participant. Before we marched, like maybe 30 minutes before, we see on Twitter that a fan spotted Troye, and we're like, what? I knew he was like in Sweden doing some writing thing and was there for a while. Like, it literally did not cross my mind that he would end up showing up, because that's clutch. Who would want to be jet lagged and attend like a march? Well, obviously it like meant a lot to him, so he went. And I'll be 100% real here. Like, I'm not gonna be fake and be like, oh, you know, just whatever. We did have fun protesting and even going to the festival itself, but also half the time we were kind of stressing out because he could be anywhere. And the frustrating thing was, the first photo we saw a fan with Troye at the Resist March, we were standing right here basically, and we were near the front, and we noticed the building that was right behind the photo where Troye was spotted was right across from us. So we started sprinting and trying to see if he was still around. Obviously wasn't. So during the march, like, we were protesting. It was a good time. It was very powerful. But then of course we were also kind of like scoping around and trying to see like where he could be. Again, impossible because there were 100,000 people there. So once we finished the march, we decide, let's just go inside the Pride Festival. So yeah, he never showed up, which was obviously, like, I knew once he was there that it would be impossible to see him because, again, 100,000 people. I'll be also real. The only reason why I was very motivated to go back to Pride Festival was because of Shake Shack, because I wasn't able to get Shake Shack the day before. So I'm like, okay, Sunday after the march, I will reward myself with Shake Shack. Like, it was a genuine reward for me personally. My friend Myra, God bless her heart, texts to me and was like, hey, let's have dinner. And my original plan was to actually stay the whole night at Pride, but I was so tired, like over it, and I said, okay, I'll see you there. And I almost said no. That was the thing. I made her suggest where we should eat, and she said Shake Shack. And I told her, oh, I already ate there actually. But then I texted her again. I was like, no, that's fine. We can still meet up there. We can eat there. Like, it's completely okay. I get my Uber pool, leaving LA Festival, like taking my sweet time. I went to CVS. I bought some snacks. So as I literally sit down and get comfortable and wait for my friend, a few minutes pass by and I look up. I see Steele, his brother, walk out, and then Troye right behind him. I thought I was hallucinating. Shake Shack out of all places. I was like, Troye? So yeah, we said hi. I asked him about Pride and he had fun and stuff. We took pics real quick because then he had to go. I was actually shaking because that was the first time I've ever accidentally ran into him, because it was unexpected and I had zero idea that he would be there. Like, genuinely, I wasn't stalking him. I don't have that good enough skills to stalk him from like different locations, because like that's intense and I don't do that. Because usually I would meet him in events that he would be at that I was there too, but this was again 100% accidental, and it was a cute time, and he was really sweet about it. Then unfortunately my friend Myra missed him by like a minute. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little story time. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. But yeah, and also happy Pride Month, everyone.